Good evening, beautiful people. Welcome to a stupid. Oh my God, I can't even talk. Let me try that over. Rewind. Good afternoon, beautiful people. How is everyone doing? Welcome to a Stu Queen B's Thoughts. I'm Stu Queen B, and this is my channel. To all my subscribers, thank you for rocking with us, sister. I hope you love the daily devotions. I hope you love the Woman Thou Healed Not Whole. If you have not gone through those chapters, make sure you go on over, check out my playlist, and go through the rest of the daily devotions. Also, June's full daily devotions are over there as well. So go check them out. And also, I wanted to do a video from just for the sisters. I know it's like that's mostly all it was over here anyway. But I love this book. I forgot all about this book. And this book, I've had this book for so long. I'm gonna tell you how long I had it, how old this book is. But this book cracks me up because it says the sister rules, not to be confused with the rules. Secrets for meeting, getting, and keeping a good black man. That's how you know book is old. I had this book since 1998. That's how old it is. But the stuff in it is hilarious. And I used to take heed to this book. But anyway, let me get on down to it. Again, the name of the book is called The Sisters Rules. Number 1, first chapter. Celebrate the power of the booty. Yes, that's right. It said celebrate the power of the booty. And also, when you come in the building, please hit the like button. I would truly appreciate it. Yes, I got the giggles. I'm sorry. I'm tired. But I wanted to go through this book because I love this book. And I've been looking for this book. And this book was on my mind. And I said, I have got to share this with the girls. With the queens. Because the queens know. We all know, really, honestly, it is the power of the booty. But I'm just going to say. Let me get to reading. Be proud to be you. Don't ever let your quest to attract a black man drive you to try to squeeze your thin nose, your kinky hair, and that round bottom into white folks' beauty standards, because they never, ever fit, no matter how hard you push or shove. It's pretty obvious after all that God didn't make that Cindy Crawford model with a sister in mind. But we spend an awful lot of time trying to get into it, don't we? We'll give our last dollar for advice on how to flatten our butts, how to get rid of those thunder thighs, how to wait a minute. My bad, y'all. I dropped the book. How to slather on the best relaxer to get our hair the straightest it could possibly get, and then beat the hell out of ourselves when Cindy Crawford fails to magically appear in the mirror. Like I said, I'm tired, y'all. Y'all just don't know. It's been a rough night. Very rough night for me. And I still haven't gone back to work, so that makes it even worse. Let's see. Get over it, girls. We are no more able to transform ourselves into bone-thin, blonde-haired, blue-eyed beauties that she able to transform herself into a dreadlock, chocolate honey with dark brown eyes, and an hourglass figure that make the commandments leave Miss Brick House. Besides, most black men would rather fatten up their belly, they bony butts, Cindy, with big plates of greens and cornbread, then dare her. That sounds stupid. Because of them, to me, to be thin is a sin. Uh, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just some of this stuff is just funny. The simple fact is that a good black man will like you just the way you are. Big butt, thick thighs, blackness, and all. The sooner you accept and appreciate your unique beauty, the sooner it will be obvious that you are proud of being you. The sooner you carry yourself as if you are the fiercest creature to walk this earth since Foxy Brown, the sooner will come a black man who thinks the same about you. Now, it took me a while to get a grasp of this one. We come from a culture where just a short time ago, our very own people accepted and enforced the saying, if you look white, you're all right. But if you are black, get back. And I, like a lot of our folks, took it to heart. A few years ago, you never caught me in red because I was always taught that dark-skinned people like me weren't supposed to wear bright colors. They just make me look blacker. Disrespectful. And the Lord knows I didn't want that. And at some point in time in my life, you had to hold a pow to my head to get me in the pool or to sit on the outside in the sun because Miss Demeen didn't want her melanin to go into overdrive and make her skin any darker than it already was. And she certainly didn't want her firmly pressed hair to get snappy. The most disturbing thing I did to myself, I thought, was to regard my big butt as a curse. Yeah, women crazy. Give me a one. When I was younger, those slick Jordan jeans were the rage. Oh, excuse me, Jordache. Oh, that was so long ago. Were the rage, and you had to be bone thin to get into them. Naturally, my butt was made for Jordache, like a circle was meant to fit in a square peg. So I did just about everything I could to try to make it just go away, including crawling on the floor while my butt backwards to try to lose the inches. It was a stupid and downright fruitless endeavor. I realized after I stopped to think about it for a minute, but that didn't stop me from hiding my butt under baggy pants and sweaters sweaters so as not to call attention to it. Let me tell you something. You got a big old booty. Ain't nothing there's nothing you can do to try to take attention away from it. You're going to attract more attention. I tell my cousins that all the time. Anyway, I appreciate if you hit the like button. Let me know what you think down below. Comment down below if you have something to say. I like to hear from my peoples. Anyway, let me get back to reading. Then a friend of mine convinced me to model in a fashion show at the college where I studied. I told her I was cool with wearing whatever, but please, no tight stuff. She said, no problem. She lied. When we got to the auditorium and the seats filled up and everyone was in their dressing room, we shrouded in a hail of makeup, brushes, stencils, stilettos, hot combs, curling irons. Girlfriends flipped on me. She pulled out this tight, short, little red leather number. You're the only one who can fit it, she said, shrugging. Its saving grace was that it had matched the red jacket cut long ago to cover most of my hips and butt. That I was wearing it, though, was disturbing the baseball team, which had made it known they were sitting in the front row to see bodies, not clothes. As I walked down one car catwalk and across to another, a few yelled, take that jacket off. Embarrassed, I ignored them until they started chanting, so I took it off. The guys went nuts. One proposal, a few of them followed me across the campus like a bunch of drooling puppies for the next semester. It took all that I had, it took all of that for me to recognize there is, as comedian Phyllis Diller, not Phyllis Diller, Phyllis Stickerney once so proudly, poetically put it, the power of the booty. She wasn't lying when she said black men will do anything to please a woman with a big butt. And we as black women need to take advantage of that. Again, anyone come in the building, I appreciate you. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let a sister know you came through. Drop down in the chat, drop some crowns in the chat for yourself when you stop by. I'd appreciate that. And hit the like button. Hit like button helps us get an algorithm, keeps us there. We all need that. And I need it more than anything else. But anyway, let me get back to this story because this book, like I said, tickles me. And I'm only going over chapter 1 today. Chapter 2 will be uploaded for tomorrow. Yes, this is a pre-recorded video because I wanted to make sure it got out. Just in case if I wasn't feeling good later, this will still get out there. Let me see. Of course, nothing is ever that simple. Black men will not just fall to their knees at the mere sight of you and your glorious booty. But I can testify today that moment I started appreciating my body and my skin and just plain being black. In the moment I stand attracted to black men, see, a woman who is sexy, proud, and confident in herself, that much more attracts and is sexy to a brother. She's magnetic. And he was drawn to her because she looked like she has it all together. Even everyone else just doesn't get it. Your assuredness will let him know he doesn't have to compliment you constantly, though he will feel compelled to do so because you are not bad. The fact is that we are the shades of almond and Hershey special dark chocolate, coffee with 3 splashes of cream, and with milk with 4 drops of vanilla extract. We wear our hair released and pin curled, pressed in dreads, cornrowed in short afros. We are tall, short, thick, not so thick, curvy, and slim. We are, to borrow a line from the 70s Black Power movement, black and beautiful. No matter the shade, shape, and we need to celebrate that rather than insecurely try to jibe with what on the front of the cover of the latest magazine. If he's looking for Cindy, let him chase her down the catwalk. The other brothers, the ones whose appetite excuse me, that appreciate a beautiful woman's secure with her blackness will be too busy hunting you down to be bothered with her anyway. Hilarious. That is chapter 1 of the sister rules. So my sisters, you know how they always say you what you got, get what you want. And God gave it to you, so you better use it. Use it for you lose it. Baby, hey, you better use it for you lose it. I promise y'all. We're gonna have a fun one with this book. The second chapter, like I said, is already uploaded. I just haven't scheduled it to play. But the third chapter, oh, we're gonna go into that live because I need to hear my sister's opinion. I love to hear when y'all have something to say, something that touches you and make you say, wait a minute now, I know you lying. I love stuff like this. I promise you I do. And this book is best for you to speak with your sisters about it and see what you get back out of it. So leave your comments down in the chat. I promise you, I'm gonna respond because I want to know what y'all think. I really do. This book is gonna take you on a trip and let y'all know. Also, let me say this: I do not mean any disrespect to anyone that is melanin deficient. I refuse to say Caucasian because I don't know. I know that's how you write it in a book, and I don't want to say white people because I feel like that's disrespectful. Even though a lot of white folks call us black folks, but it is what it is. God made us who we are. Be happy with that. Be thankful God gave you another day on this earth. That's all I can say. But I've decided what I will say from now on. And my sisters of the other persuasion, let me know, is it offensive to you? Ask, and I'm asking because I want an answer, a real answer. Does saying melanin deficient bother you? Or does that suit you than saying white people? Because I don't really like saying white people. And the words that my ex say, I definitely can't say. It's not racist what he says, but it's stupid what he says. So I refuse to repeat it on here. He's just retarded and it's special. He do his own thing, so I let it say whatever he want to say. But yeah, it's no disrespect to anybody. So please do not take offense to it and unsubscribe and all that, because I promise you, God made me a way where I know the truth. Most of us know the truth. We all came from Adam and Eve. We all came from the main source. And Adam and Eve was a person of color. And like I keep telling people, you can't say that melanin deficient people don't understand, or they weren't taught that everyone came from black people. Everyone, whether they like it or not. Some people don't like it. They think it's disrespectful. They think it's a lie. It's not a lie. That's just what life is, because nobody could ever live in some of the hottest place ever. One of the hottest places besides hell ever, and think you got blonde hair, blue eyes, and light skin. That just don't work. And I know they make movies to make us think that, but most of us know better. And I ain't got no problem with it. I love everybody to love me. I respect everybody that respects me. I appreciate everybody that appreciates me. I pray for anybody that prays for me. That's how I am. I don't care what color you are, what race you are, none of that. As long as you good in your heart and spirit, and you make sure that you're not being disrespectful to your sisters and brothers, I'm good with that. I respect that. I receive that. I love that. Because we all sisters / sisters and brothers and bros. That's what we are, whether we like it or not. This is God's earth. He made us all. That's why when you say, and people love to go back to the Bible, and I always say, I've been taught this since a little kid, so my mouth has been got this little slick. And that's to the point where it says his hair was like lamb's wool, which was kinky. Skin was like brass. That means brown. You can't grow up in Egypt or any of those continents and think that you're not going to be a person of color. We all know from the beginning of time when after they stripped us from our queendoms and kingdoms and turned our people into slaves, that they did not drop people off in different continents and different countries. So they did. The melanin deficient people had to go to Australia and all those Alaska and all those cold areas to keep their complexion lighter. They couldn't handle a lot of melanin in their skin. That's why some people skins change over time. My cousin's like that. She gets lighter in the winter, darker in the summer. Why? Because she's kind of red. She's not even a red bone. She's brown with a red tint. That's what I tell her. She always brown with a red tint. But her mom is light skin, so her mother, I told her she could survive over there in Alaska. She liked the cold anyway. You feel me? I'm just saying. I know I feel like I'm explaining myself, but I just want people to understand where a stew queen bee comes from. I don't come from a place of malice or hate or disrespect to anyone. Only way y'all will ever see me be disrespectful to anyone is if somebody comes after me. I don't bother nobody. I stay over here in my little bubble on YouTube, do my little thing, and I get to moving. I go in some good chats. And again, like I told y'all, if y'all have not watched, you don't have to be a Martell Hope fan, because I'm not. I can't stand him. I'm going to say that plain and clear. I can't stand him. That is not a man. That is a child. He's a man child. He's a male child. Excuse me, not a man, because that's not a man. He's a male. But then again, if you think about it, the queen did say she wish she would have married a man instead of a queen. I don't know. But anywho, I need y'all to watch it so y'all can see how this man tells on himself. It's not about, and ignore the parts about Queen Melody, because I promise you, it will tickle your spirit. It'll piss you off, but it will tickle your spirit, because he catches himself in so many lies. He got to a point where he couldn't even answer what his favorite meal was. He don't know. Who don't know their favorite meal? You can remember what your favorite meal was as a child. What about your life that is positive and such as take Melody out of the picture? She told him, take Melody out of the picture. Tell me what your life is like. What are you about? What's best for you? She asked him all kinds of questions. He sat there for a few minutes because he had no clue who he was, what he wanted to do. He didn't know. See, people think, I want people to leave Queen Sheba alone. Because Queen Sheba, like I told her the other day, I'm going to keep on telling her. Queen Sheba, darling, I tip my crown to you, sister. Because you did the hell out that interview, and I know it was hard. See, my cousin's a Scorpio too. So I know it takes a lot for y'all to get pushed to that edge, but I know when you get pushed to that edge, baby, it's going down, and I know this. I seen that twinkle in your eye. But also, to you, Queen Shiba Darling, I see, yeah, baby was on, I don't know if that's a girl or boy, but the little pretty little white one was on the couch. But the good thing is they didn't fight on you, sister. They didn't fight through the whole video. I ain't even hear them fight one time. So you good. And I need to stop with the names of their dogs, but they're too cute. But I don't want to thank anybody that stops by and checks out this and listens to this video, because really, basically, it's almost like a podcast, really. As of right now, it's basically really like a podcast because I really don't show my face all that much or a picture. So you'll see more of my backgrounds. I have 2 different ones that my beautiful sister Indigo Star One made for me. So y'all Please go over there and show her some love. She's one of the sweetest people I ever met. Her, learn to love myself, my beautiful Kim Bird, my sister girl BJ Diz, come Pill Talk with Bay. I don't want to use them. I love them sisters. I love them sisters. I really do. I do. University with Marie. I do. And my good sissy Pooh, just Valencia. And come and get this commentary. I love them sisters. Because they honest. They tell me when I'm on some bull. And they check on me. And I appreciate that. So I know I have to do better with making sure I check on y'all. But I think I've been doing kind of good. Y'all let me know if I haven't been doing good. Oh my God. I thank y'all for coming through and checking out my podcast. I'm going to start calling it a podcast. I don't know how to upload podcasts on here, but that's the way I'm going to do it. But again, you know the months, they're already done for the daily devotions. They're in each folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick summary for each month. That's what I'm going to do. So I can add that to the beginning part of the daily devotions, and y'all could just go straight on through it. How y'all like that? Let me know if y'all like that. 2727. I don't know what that number means, but I'm going to find out later. Again, thank you for coming to a Stu Queen Bee's Thoughts and then listening to me. I hope I entertained. I know I messed up a little bit, but I'm just tired. But I do love y'all. And again, to my old subscribers, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with me, even if you don't even get to come by all the time. And you slide through every once in a while. I appreciate y'all. I do. To my new subbies, thank you. I really do thank you. And I'm not being funny. I'm a silly person sometimes, but I'm being dead serious. I appreciate y'all because y'all giving me y'all time and a listening ear. So, with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you. May God continue to bless you. Make sure you say your prayers every morning when you get up and thank God for another day on this earth. Because he did it and he didn't have to. Be mindful to hold your sisters accountable for their actions. Stick up for your sisters when you see them being attacked wrongly. Be mindful how you treat people. If you want people to be good to you, you got to be good to them. As I used to always say before, love upon your family, love upon your kids. Make sure you tell your kids that you love them. Show them that you love them. And I'm not talking about personal items. I'm talking about being affectionate to your children. Letting your sons know it's okay to hug up on somebody. Letting your sons know it's okay to kiss their mom or their sister and tell them that they love them. Or if they got a girl or somebody they like, teach them boundaries. Teach them how to love properly and not toxically. Don't be the motel hopes and the breast, hips, and thighs. Don't be them so-called male, because those ain't men. And I just realized that Maurice lives in Kimmy's house, and he really ain't got no job. Lord, I don't know what's wrong with the women, but they need to exterminate. Maybe it's something in the air out in Alabama. I don't know. Especially when some of the people ain't even from Alabama. And I know I just went on a loop, but again, I'm tired. When I'm tired, I talk too much. So I'm going to get my crazy behind up off of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Blessings to you all. And with that being said, y'all, this is Stu Queen Bee out.